This is my card, front and back. And if my audience can please look over the camera and wave. All right, I will now begin my speech. Hello, my name is Alexia Solar, and today I will be describing my speech on how to sell a product. This will inform you all on how to use the 6 steps that I will include, which will provide you with a higher success rate in your selling process. Hello, ma'am. Can I ask you a quick question? Yes. Well, nobody likes to be bombarded like that while you're shopping in the mall with your friends or your family. Sometimes you need to understand and read the customer to make sure you know when it is the right time to insert yourself in selling your products. The 6 steps that I'm going to go over are knowing your product fully, mentioning your benefits, hooking your customer, being professionally aggressive and assertive, and understanding your customer, then finalizing your sale towards the end. I will now get into the steps one by one. Step 1, know the product all the way. Practice and prepare. You're going to want to make sure that you know the product inside and out, fully and completely. This will allow you to understand and include to the customer that what is included in the product, what does the product have, and what can be benefited from the customer, and then practice and prepare your speech. Using the 6 steps, you can practice what you'd like to say, breaking it down in front of yourself or a person. This will help you become more comfortable and be more professional when you're one-on-one with the customer. You would like to make sure that you include your benefits and the price. Tell the customer what the benefits are, what they can get out of the product, and the price if they need to pay one. They're going to ask follow-up questions about the product. You knowing the product will let you know what and how to answer the question, even though you don't know what the questions they're going to ask. The language is very important. Make sure that you use professional and persuasive language. Tone as well will help go along and help you sell your products. Getting into step 2, get the customer hooked. This is the most important step throughout the process. Make sure that it is a full, complete sentence, and it is something that will entice the customer into wanting to understand and learn more about what you have to say. This will determine your sale. Once you hook them, they're going to want to know more, and then you have a higher chance of making your sale. Visual aids are extremely important, just like this packet from CVS from CarePass. You can hand it to the customer and let them know everything that's included in the product so they can look it over at home. In step 3, you're going to mention the most important benefits that the customer will receive. When mentioning the benefits, you want to make sure it's short and simple. That way you don't overwhelm the customer with floods of information. In the article, 6 Ways to Convince the Customer to Buy, you should know the difference between a benefit and a feature. A benefit is something that is received to the customer from the product, while a feature is something that is included within the product. Step 4 mentions trying to understand the customer in the few minutes you are with them. You obviously don't know who the customer is or anything about their life, but try and look at the outside surroundings of if they're in a family, if they're buying a bunch of items, and try and use your hook there. Your hook can be, would you like to save $10 off your order? That's when you know when to insert yourself and hooking them in order to try and make your sale. In the Sales Tip 101, it says you should invest your energy in qualified customers. This doesn't mean that you can't sell to everybody. It just means once you hook the person, put all your energy and time and information into that one customer. Getting into step 5, we have being respectfully and professionally aggressive in trying to sell the products. You want to be assertive and say as much information as you possibly can, because the customer might cut you off and be disinterested immediately. In the article, Learning Critical Selling Skills, it mentions to stop objections before they start. Customers will automatically make assertions about the product, whether it being too expensive, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. This, you need to professionally and nicely tell them what is true and correct their mistake. And then the final step in step 6 will be finalizing the sale. You have made your sale, and once they're hooked and ready to purchase your product, you can go ahead and finish the steps out into letting the customer purchase your product, and then you made your commission. All right, and then to conclude, we went over all the 6 steps in which help you understand how to make your sale. This will keep you more organized and professional, as well as use the motivation of the commission and practicing making it perfect, as well as that way you can go ahead and grab the customer in so they can buy your products and get that money. All right, questions?
What is the difference between good language and bad language?
The difference between good language and bad language. Good language is when you use persuasive language, and as well as if the customer is being rude to you, like make sure you're still being nice back to them. As well as bad language would be you immediately trying to sell the product to them or being disrespectful. You want to make sure that you start off by saying, hello, how are you, how's your day? And then introduce the selling topic of, would you like to learn about the product that I'm selling? Any other questions?
Yeah, what would you do if a customer declined?
If a customer declines, it depends how they decline and whether the person is in a hurry or not. But if they decline, you do have one more option to try and include a couple more facts and benefits in there to try and rehook them. And if they decline the second time, that's when you should let it be and just be like, we fully understand. You can give them a brochure and say, think about it, it's always available, the option's always here, and then they can go over, think about it later, and then you just don't get the sale for that one. But always keep trying with more customers. Anyone else?
If a customer declines because of the price of how expensive it is, what would you do?
If the customer declines because of the price, you can, it depends on your manager if you're having any promotional deals, like with this one, we're having when you sign up, you immediately get the $10 off from the CVS packet. So it depends what promotional deals you have. If it is just an expensive price and that's what they're complaining about, just include as many benefits as you possibly can, because the benefits could outweigh the price depending on who the person is. All right, thank you so much for listening.